Hey there, everybody. How are you? We're back. Today is one of those days where you keep going, well, how's life treating you? And then what's going on with our system today? You'll notice that the news is something has happened every single day for the last couple of weeks. I said something about this, but let us move on because I want to talk about why a whole portion, and I'm going to use what I'm doing here simply because it helps me to focus and to not lose my mind compared to the madness that's going on in this country. We have all of these people that want all of these things, but yet there's no way to pay for it. You have a glut in the system. Now you got these guys paying $500,000 for citizenship and an apartment, and we're being sold out constantly. And it's because of the wealthy. And I want to use this issue of the wealthy for us to communicate and find out, well, the reason why these people are wealthy is because we keep giving them the money. And it's just like, okay, let's take the guys from TSS or Remix. Okay, they're in a business for themselves. Most likely these guys aren't huge corporations. But these guys have come up because they have a new way to actually provide for the citizenry, without maybe being gouging or being greedy in their behavior. And, again, we're going to talk about this issue of these 7 deadly sins because they definitely, they surround these wealthy people. And look what's happening in society as well as history itself. Our particular country will be devastated because of the wealthy. Why? Because these people have no limit. They have no understanding of contentment. They have no understanding of original thoughts. They have no understanding of barriers. But the bad part about this is these wealthy people, they have nothing to look forward to. Now think about it. Think about why there is chaos. Why there is all these things that just, and I don't care if it's murder, rape, I don't care if it's thieving. All these things, all these vices are part of what the wealthy have in their hearts and in their minds. Why? Because all they really think about is money. They don't think about the poor or the widows or the orphans. And this is where I have to come in again and say, listen, you got these wealthy people. Let me use this as an example. The wealthy, they elected Donald Trump because they don't like looking at people like me and my arrogance to try. Yeah, think about it. These wealthy people, and again, I'm going to take this issue, Napa. I was in Napa. This is probably one of the richest places in California. These people are unbelievable. They think so highly of themselves. They swear their shit don't even stink. Oh, can't communicate with these people. Why? Because you're not like them. See, because they have these vineyards. And these vineyards are now that they do see that this is all coming to an end. They're building these big bunkers down into these mountains and these areas where they have their vineyards. And they realize you're going to be targets. There's going to be people banging on your doors trying to get in, because you've got all the food, because you have all the land, because you have the wine, because you have all of these things. And again, that's great. But for you, it's going to create a problem. Simply because you're not a sharing group of people. Regardless of whether you're black, whether you're Asians, or whether you're white, or anybody. You see, the wealthy kind of encompass all that is bad in this society. Because when you have nothing to look forward to, you have what's called a reprobate mind. See, now this reprobate mind automatically has you believe that what you're doing is good. Yeah. And see, in the Bible it said that bad will be good and good will be bad. So if you think about it right now, and especially in my community, growing up, it was bad to be intelligent. People made fun of you. Oh, you trying to be smart. You think you better than me. Well, yeah, nigga, I am. Why? Because my parents sent me to school to learn and to be better. I am better. I'm better than the guy laying in the gutter. Thank God I'm not that guy. But I'm better than the guy that's beating up his wife. I don't have to beat up my wife. Okay? Ain't got no wife, but don't have to beat her up. You know, I don't have to be the guy that's an alcoholic and he's killing people with a car. But you like these people. You like them. Oh, he's okay. He's a good guy. But after he does it about 3 or 4 times, when does he turn into a bad guy? But these are the very same people that by looking at me, no, he gets no chances at all. He's black. And that's cool. I get it. You have an agenda. Here's what your agenda is going to cause you to do. Okay, your agenda as a wealthy person is going to make sure that you're afraid all the time. And you are. You're afraid somebody's going to take your money. Then you're afraid somebody's going to do something to your family. They most likely will because of the money. Somebody will get kidnapped or, you know, taken advantage of. You know, husbands or wives will get married to you, and then the next thing you know, you get janked about your money, then you're mad at everybody. That's exactly what happens when it comes to the black community. One black person committed a crime, now all you niggas is bad. But if one of these rich white people beat us out of billions of dollars, like Bernie Madoff, you don't hear nothing about that no more. But everybody lost their savings and they expect us to pay for it. See, the system that we deal with now was really developed by wealthy people. Because George Washington and the Benedicts and all these people that did all these signings, they were already wealthy people. These were the aristocrats that had been kicked out of England because of their particular issues. I don't care if it was their preferences or whatever. But the issue that you're dealing with now is the fact that the visible fear is now a reality. Because you really have to be afraid now. Because everybody's coming after you. Everybody is. And see, my example is, it's kind of like the state and the police. See, the police work for the wealthy. The state works for the wealthy. All they're here to do is manage the poor. Why? Because all of these policies and all these things are being done by wealthy people. Because there are no poor politicians. There aren't. You don't know no poor politicians. I admire that one guy. His name was Cory Booker. You know, he lived in his community and he lived in these dilapidated buildings simply because he wanted to be an example. Now, if I were to move forward and to do some more community work or something like that, I would look forward to talking to this guy. Why? Because he's at that level. You see, what we have in this country is a bunch of people that stand up here and they dictate how you should feel. That's the wealthy. No, you don't understand. Why? Because you're not the wealthy. You cannot fathom. Why? Because you're poor. You can't, won't, blah, 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 because you have no money. So you have to look at this and say, well, wait a minute. Why does the wealthy get to dictate what I am and what I'm not? So now you got to look at it and say, well, wait a minute. Who's running your life? Now think about it. We're back to the beginning here now. You don't choose my master because he wants to run your life. But he told you, take my yoke. It's easy. That's not really true, but we'll get over that later. So you move into this area. Let's say being with my master is like a gang. And then being in the crew of wealthy people is a gang as well. Now you have these group of wealthy people, and you can tell how this works out simply because within the wealthy community, turmoil. Page turner on a daily basis. turmoil. Somebody died, had to die. Somebody needed the money. This guy wanted the money more than this other guy. This guy wanted the money more than the other girl. This girl wanted the money more than her children. This woman hated her children because she didn't have no money. That money didn't blah, 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 and it just goes on and on and on and on. While I, who has no money, well, I got money, but you know, it's not that big. I can make your life better money. I can barely do. I mean, it's comfortable. I'm looking for, you know, a larger place to live now. You know, that type of thing. Now that I do have this apartment, and the people that were in front of me, you know, stop negating my progress. But in the meantime, here we are. We're with the wealthy. Now listen, I'm gonna use this as an example again. The landlord that I pay rent to at this building here. You know, the wife was really nice. She was really a nice person. I liked her and everything. But then when I met the husband, oh wow, I can see why the wife is nice. Because the husband's a stone cold pig. Oh yeah, I can tell from talking to you. They don't look at you. They'll talk at you while you're over there. Well, you know, you need to pay your rent, right? You know, I want to make sure that everything's done correctly, and you're standing over here. That's what they do. Why? Because they feel at some point or another, if they look me in the eye, my blackness will come into their life. I don't give a shit. It's kind of stupid, but this is what the wealthy think. And again, I'll use that example. I don't know if I said it already, but when Public Enemy said that there is a nation against the black community, they're right. Because look what just happened. They voted Donald Trump in. The wealthy. And I mean you women too. You would rather have that nasty white pervert rubbing on you and every chick he can come across instead of talking to me, the humble black guy that just wants somebody to love him. But you want to be around the celebrity. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, be around that guy, okay? And then when your life turns miserable, you start crying. Don't look to me. And please, black people, stop being nice to these white folks. Just stop. And I mean, everybody that's not black is white. Aborigines, when they start coming over here, we'll be nice to them. People, please, let's show some courage. Let our Maker know that we can distinguish between right and wrong. That we can distinguish between this social behavior which is completely wrong as compared to the guidelines and the precepts that were put forward by the hand of God. That means no killing, you know, love your neighbor, you know, obey your parents, follow the law. Simple. There was only 10 of them. And then, you know, the fruits of the Spirit, you know, armor of God, deadly sins. It's just very simple stuff. It's very simple. But you would rather let the wealthy devil, oh, that reminds me of Louis Farrakhan. White devils. He was right too. I'm so serious. Because when you have a person like Donald Trump and his wealthy cohorts that will constantly allow Donald Trump to lie, and lying and cheating go together, you know that, right? And then turn around and say, well, it's okay, he's all right. He'll get around to it sooner or later. But when it comes to the black man, put that nigga in jail right now. And God, He sees this. My master sees this because it's called the respect of person. Okay, Mr. Evangelist. Okay, Mr. Preacher. This is what I was told. And I don't understand all this, but here's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm saying this simply because I need to get you people off the TV, man. Your chair's too freaking big. It's too gold. Okay? You guys sit up here on your throne rooms. You bunch of morons, man. And you know, I can see that you wanted to reach out to the world and you wanted everybody to hear the gospel and, you know, and you wanted to make, come on, man. Jimmy Swagger, dude, you know, here, let me just read what I was, and like I said, I don't understand this. Hearken, all of you wealthy preachers and evangelists, to your life as you watch and uplift yourselves Because now you're all millionaires. Oh yeah, I don't care if it's Creflo to Swagger, or all you people are all millionaires now. How did you get to be a millionaire and Christ didn't even have a house to live in? How did this happen? How did you become more than the master? How? How did this happen? Please explain to me where you think so highly of yourself. Preachers and evangelists, while you watch and uplift yourselves, there will be no cooperation of faith. Stop it now. I'm just telling you what I heard. Because, I don't really believe that sitting on TV and reading the scriptures to somebody and putting your own despicable point of view on it is helping anybody. Why? Because there is no example. You're not living life as it should be. Where's your news headlines that said that you went over and commuted a community garden and you paid somebody to take care of that community garden with your money? This is you, rich people. You don't take care of the widows and orphans. You don't do what's supposed to be necessary when it comes to making sure the good is the number one priority, not your wealth. So, as warnings go, it kind of makes more sense to me now. But guess what? I'm nobody. Negate what I say. Don't pay any attention to what the words coming out of my mouth. Please, wealthy people, don't do that. Where's it at? Did I do this already? Because guaranteed, one thing for sure. Oh, you will pay. You're going to pay with all that money. Every dime you got, you ain't taking it with you. So the best thing for you to do, you better find me so we can spread some of that around. In the meantime, don't bother me and don't think that I'm going to sit up here and go, oh, I feel so sorry for you because you got cancer. I'm going to get cancer. Ain't nobody going to cry for me. I know that. Well, God will. My master will. But he'll only do that simply because I have to be an example. Remember? I don't know why I just did that. But, the whole idea is my communication is to uplift you. It helps me. It does. Because I actually feel like I'm communicating. And because of the people at TSS and Remix, I got a couple of people listening. God bless you people. I feel so much better because these two have come together and we've agreed. I don't even know these people, but we agree. And it makes my body feel good. It does something to me to be agreeable. Jesus. Hallelujah. My biggest problem is obstruction. It's a terrible thing. But I agree with these brothers. And it begins. It begins because we're not going to stand up there and go, hey, look at me. I got a big chair and I got scriptures. No. This is the life. This is the day. This is the future. This is what you have to look forward to. I communicate because of my gift. You evangelists, I don't see you getting on TV talking about where's the gifted? That we want to help you, we want to support you in your community with these millions of dollars? No, you're trying to get over to Bulgaria. Yeah, go to Bulgaria. Go ahead. Watch what happens. In the meantime, God bless. I personally, I hate this next one, but it has to be done. The wealthy will now begin to die in alarming rates. This world will call confusing. But I need you to understand one thing. Years ago, Tornadoes didn't touch down on the ground for 15 to 30 minutes at a time, wiping out whole towns. So, I hope everybody's up on your signs and wonders, because this isn't confusing. And right now, because the love is gone off this planet and all of these good emotions and good feelings are being buried, I look forward to these times, because I feel like I've done something just by having this recording. And again, shout out, gentlemen, ladies, who's ever at the company. God bless you. I pray that you feel the contentment that I do when I sit and I speak with you and I say, I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. Because we agree. My body says, we agree. Thank you. I'll pray, but it won't do any good. If you're looking at Netflix or something, you need to check out this one called The Messengers. Powerful, powerful. Simply because I understand, I listen. All of a sudden it makes sense to me. And these issues of these, and this Roma Downey, the girl that was in Kissed by an Angel, oh, wonderful job. I love you. Roma Downey and your husband, just God bless you. God bless you. Those adaptations of what you see and how they're related and communicated back to me, so heartwarming, so loving, so needed. So, thank you. TSS Remix. God bless you. God bless you. And continue in your struggle. And I'll continue to pray. Pray for me. I want, but I'm satisfied. So, I come again and I leave again. So thank you. God bless you. Bless your families. Bye.